the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for my Clarity Empress Collective. I hope everyone is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section and let me know if the reading resonates with you. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah. So let's see, when everybody starts to come in, I will begin. Take a little swiggy swig while we wait. Hey, Bite. How are you today? Gotta get hydrated so I can deliver this download and the message. So it's the test, the test, the test, the test. Mm, mm, mm. I am well. I am very well. Thank you. I am well. So, Ty, hey boo boo. I hope you saw that post I sent you a few minutes ago. On IG, Ty. Check it out. I think it's something I can't add to story because of the account I got it from. But whatever, when you get a chance, Ty, take a look. So anywho, we are talking about the test. Now, last night I was drawn to bring my hoodoo tarot into my space. And typically, I do not use that on camera much. It's a very heavy ancestral spiritual deck. Now, I know it's commercially made, but it's made by a black woman who studied her roots, studied hoodoo, studies black history, and I don't touch it much because it's very heavy. I can't explain it, but if you understand reading cards, you'll know that there are some decks that don't come out a lot. The spirit don't ask for them a lot. Well, spirit is asking for this one. Okay. Okay, no problem. So, excuse me. Whew. So, the download I got today is that this is a test, right? So, Spirit says, and if it's your first time here, I'm sorry, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing. I appreciate you. It's an energetic donation. It's just by hitting like and subscribing. Won't cost you a thing. So, there, Spirit said you're undergoing a test, and so is your person, or many people around you. Okay, this whole year is a test. It's a test of your resolve. It's a test of your strength. It's a test of your boundaries. It's a test of your, for lack of other words, common sense. It's a test of your self love and your self worth. Everything this year, everything in life is a test, but this year in particular, the tests were harsher, I would say. You know, Spirit's reason for the test is to see if you're going to drop your pride and your ego and do what's best for you, which means you're not people pleasing or you're not seeking validation outside of yourself. Some people's tests were way harder than others because the lessons they needed to learn meant they needed to change something drastically in their life, right? The tests also include your shadow work. Okay. Hey, Dawn. Um, it includes your shadow work. How do you look within? How do you take accountability for yourself? How do you stand up for yourself? Okay. Because your darkest aspects of you are still you. They're not to be thrown away. They're not necessarily to be hidden, right? You know, you cannot have light without the darkness, period. period. So you got to understand who you are at your core and what you resonate with, who you resonate with, where you resonate, right? And so the test is, do you surrender your ego? Do you surrender the connections? Do you surrender your attachments? Do you surrender your codependencies? What are you willing to sacrifice for peace, happiness, love, joy, wealth, and abundance? What are you willing to sacrifice so you can receive the things that you say you want? Or how badly do you want it? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know us Geminis. We about that duality, Ty. So you gotta balance your life though, right? So this is my Libra moon talking right now. You gotta have balance in your life. I I I really value peace, right? I laugh because you can't have peace without knowing war. And that is also a test because how do you respond to the war to maintain your peace? You get what I'm saying? How do you respond to that war, whether it's an internal war, whether it's an external war? How do you respond to it to maintain your peace? Um, Black Cherry and I were talking today about triggers and how you can tell a person's age by the way they respond to people triggering them or attempting to trigger them, because how somebody acts and how you act are two separate things. They are not the same. You do not need to match energy. Now, we say that for fun, ha ha he, but you do not need to match energy with people. That is a test. That is a test in itself, because if somebody is coming to me with the rah rah rah, I don't have to respond with the rah rah rah. I don't. I can respond other ways. Now, my shadow side could come up and give you exactly what you're asking for, if that's what you really want and if that's what I feel like I want to do. You get what I'm saying? But ultimately, how I respond is my responsibility. We don't have to respond like for like. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, for example, Ty, if there was a neighbor who parked in our driveway one day, and I had pulled up and was getting ready to pull in, and he was drunk and belligerent, and I was just waiting for him to get out the way, and he started cussing at me, fussing at me, and initially I ain't say nothing, but he wouldn't stop. So my triggers were activated, and I went with it. Right now, my husband was a bit pissed with me because I reacted, and he was a man. He could have hurt me. But at the same time, there's a limit to my temper where I forget that part. I do. I have to work on that. I will black out and come to my senses after the fact, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have responded. Maybe I should have done that. But at the time, nothing happens, right? Nothing happens in that. Thank God nothing happened, I should say. But yeah, I could have put myself in some serious harm's way, but my shadow side rose up and was like, who the fuck is you talking to? You know what I'm saying? And then some. And I don't know, maybe it's my spirit guides and ancestors. Well, maybe. I know they protect me. They protected me in that moment, but I could not show fear. My whole being wouldn't allow that, right? Then I had another situation where a female wanted something from me. Um, she purposely inconvenienced me and then blocked me in my driveway and thought that she could just do that and that would be okay. And I was on the way to pick up my child, and I thought to myself, okay, I know her consequences by her doing that. I also know my own consequences if I respond in kind, because she was loud and belligerent and there was an audience, meaning she had two people with her. They weren't there for harm, and I wasn't afraid or anything like that. But I kindly got in my car and I called the police because I knew in that situation, if she uh first of all, that's illegal to block somebody in. And if she caught a charge from that, those circumstances for her were way more dire than it would ever be for me. So I just kindly called the police. Now, it never escalated to the point where the police had to arrive, because after some time went by and the other two people she was with kept talking to me, I told them, I said, we don't need to talk no more. She just need to get out the way. They said, well, you got to do da 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 da. I said, I don't have to do any of that. She could just tell the police why she blocked me in the driveway. And they said, you call the police? Yes, I did. I wasn't afraid of her, but I knew how to handle her, that I wouldn't have to deal with her ever again. So it was me using I actually had to think this through before it even happened. Not that I expected that exactly, but I already knew the consequences of her messing with me was not going to work out for her. That's when my shadow protected me a different way, because it told me, be calm, use clear judgment, clear thinking, and you can solve this. And I did. But she wanted the other side of me to come out, because it did come out a couple times in the argument. And I shut up. I just shut up. I was like, you know what? We gonna do this differently. That's the test. I was being tested. Was I gonna go rah 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 toe for toe, or I was gonna handle this in an upfront way so this never has to happen again? I took care of her. So we're having a lot of tests this year in particular, and but Spirit gave me the download that the test was more so about connection. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ty. So this was a test about connections this year too. What connections are you going to leave behind or surrender, not try to control? It may not be a forever, I don't ever want to see you again type of connection, but it could be just that. Have no expectation. Just surrender. Just let it go. Walk away. Focus on yourself. Let them go. Don't worry about what they do. You know what I'm saying? That kind of connection. On the other hand, if there's been connections where a person chose someone else over you, then their test is they have to now deal with the consequences of their choice. Especially if you were good to them, true, you know what I'm saying, took care of them or whatever you did in that connection, and they chose maybe something that wasn't anything like you. Maybe it appeared to be at first, but it wasn't. Like they separated from you and went another direction. Then they have to deal with the consequences of that. Maybe that connection is good for them. Maybe it's not. And if it's not, either way, they have their test is you gotta go eat that, whatever that is. If you got good pie, good. If you got shit pie, oh well. The the test is cut the cord, separate, let them go do them. You go do you, without the negotiation, without the because in some of the connections I have experienced with people this year, not my personal connections, but with clients, mostly clients and friends, there has been a level of disrespect that the client or friend has suffered by the other person. And sometimes in those connections, people want to smooth it over, change someone's mind, fix it. You know what I mean? Have the conversation, like have a sit down and let's talk it. But the disrespect already occurred, right? So ultimately, you meaning the client or the friend, I'm just talking in general, y'all, have to decide how much disrespect are you going to take? How much hurt do you need to decide what that connection should and should not be for you? How much? What is your breaking point? When have you learned your lesson in that connection? It don't matter what they learn. Honestly, it only matters if y'all are reunited, if there's a reconciliation. That's when it matters. If y'all are separate, it don't matter when they learn. You have to move on. That's part of the answer key to the test. Do you move on? Do you surrender a connection that is hurting you? Or do you persevere in this connection, beg for that connection till it just tears you down completely? What is your lesson? When do you get it? So I'm gonna start off with this the Voodoo Tarot, but that is what I was getting. Um a lot of people don't want to surrender their connections. They don't want to let it go. They're holding on to it, and there's nothing to hold on to. I had a friend tell me recently that she just wants some sort of friendship, but the person cut her off, won't talk to her. I said, well, what part of that is being a friend? And she had to think about it. Well, it's not. I'm like, exactly. She was going to send them a gift because she started working on it before they stopped speaking. I said, but what part of that shows you appreciation? I'm just saying because it's easier for me to see on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? Like, this is not my personal experience. So I could see all the flaws and how that's not working out for her. Okay, but her heart is invested. So she had a hard time seeing that. So she needed that reminder at the time. And like I said, what part of friendship? You can't force somebody to be your friend that doesn't know how to be a friend or doesn't want to be a friend. You can't give somebody something in the hopes that it's going to change their heart and their mind if they are committed to not respecting you. I said, who's to say that you send that and you would even get a thank you? We got to think about that. That's part of the test. Did we read to comprehend and did we check the right boxes? Or did we read to respond and we morphed the story to what we want it to be? Mm. All right, so let's pull something, Spirit. What does my beloveds need now? The bird. Yeah, Spirit ain't no joke, y'all. Who is that and what's up? I'm on live, what you need. What you need? Oh, okay. Good girl. Love you too. Your clothes are washing.
Thank you, because I need.
I got you. I got you, girl. I got you.
Tomorrow's twin day, but I don't think I have anybody to twin with, so.
All right. So anyway, like I was saying, Spirit is funny because whatever the connection is, somebody needs to surrender the connection. Period. Ten of Sticks is holding on to burdens, responsibilities, obligations. It's like holding on to a punishment. You are constantly being punished for a situation you won't release. You won't let it go. You keep gathering more sticks. You breaking your back. You breaking your back. You can't even manage another stick yet persevere. Mm-mm. Part of the learning the lesson is learning what to release, what obligations. Maybe you can't release all 10 sticks, right? Maybe some level of responsibility you have to accept. But do you need all 10? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if this is about a connection, especially a connection of the heart, I won't even say like romantic, it could be anything. But if it's the connection of a heart and that person is leaning on you more, heavy on you more, not reciprocating, not carrying any of the load, not participating, not showing up. Shut that door when you get down there. Shut the door down there. It will break it breaks you after a while because there's no one-sided connection that actually works. You know, And a lot of times we have to give grace and peace to ourselves for repeating cycles, because there is something we can't see while we're actually in it. There is something we may not want to give up. We might have had a glimpse of something good in that connection that we just like, I want that again, right? But that becomes sometimes part of the addiction in a connection, because you think to yourself, you know what, I really love this feeling that I have right now. The problem is, when you are in the Ten of Wands energy, you're the only one with that feeling, but you taking on everything. This person may not even share the same sentiment. Tell me more. Daughter of Coins. Yeah, so somebody is persevering, right? So the Daughter of Coins in this deck is the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins, out of all the knights in the deck, is the shortest knight of the deck. He is, well, in this particular case, the Daughter of Coins, but that's the surest person to become the next king or queen. They're being groomed. This is earth sign energy. They are committed. They are grounded. They have a purpose. They move like the tortoise and the hare, right? While the hare would be like, what's that other one? Air sign, or wands. They are flighty, okay? You can't really pin them down. But the Knight of Coins, oh no, they're determined. They're ready. They're focused. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, so here's the burden right here. The Mother of Baskets is the Mother of Cups in reverse, okay? She may be beautiful, she may look kind, but this person is a very cunning individual. This person will, they will put themselves on someone, right, as an obligation. Literally stress somebody out. Literally stress somebody out. The Mother of Baskets, where she go with that darn noise? Okay. So the Mother of Baskets is somebody who emotionally manipulates people. She could be very intuitive. She could see. She got it almost like she feels like she reads your thoughts, because she knows her person, right? But she also basically knows how to manipulate the person. So somebody's burden is this Mother of Coins, but they persevere nonetheless. This is somebody who, I feel, I don't know what their breaking point is or when they learn their lesson, but this is somebody who won't give up. Maybe they won't give up the fight for her attention or a fight for her love or something, but they're holding a lot of burdens in regards to this person, and he won't give up. They expect to be the king or the queen in this connection, which with a Queen of Cups in reverse or Queen of Baskets in reverse, that's not likely the outcome. All right, so tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, because now we have justice here. That's in the challenge and the lesson. Somebody needs to balance things out in their life. The truth and justice has to prevail. Okay. And this connection is not balanced, period. And that is messing with somebody's life. Like, you can't carry the burden of loving someone or showing up for someone or being there or doing or whatever for someone who won't give it back at all, or who will lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Who's cunning, who's slick, who says the right words, occasionally does the right things, just to, keep you still or get what they want to get from you, whatever that is. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, so it's creating some anxiousness with somebody not feeling like they are getting justice. They're in the Four Swords energy in reverse. That Four Swords energy in reverse is anxiety, anxiousness, wanting to get up, wanting to get out, not yet healed yet, because the Four Swords is about healing from the heartbreak. This is somebody that is anxious to move on, anxious to heal. But this could be somebody rushing the healing process, or thinking that they've healed when they really haven't yet. I'm good, I'm good, I'm all right, I'm all right. This is somebody who brushes things off and doesn't really take in the full picture of what's going on with them. They'd rather tell you they're good when they're not. They're not good. They ain't good. They just want to front like they are. Meanwhile, they broken inside. Bottom of the deck. Ace of coins in reverse. Yeah, they broken inside. They don't have a foundation. They are maybe impoverished in some way. They could be impoverished with food, money, time, resources. This person could be losing money. They don't have a solid foundation in that connection. I don't care if the I don't care if this queen of baskets is rich. I don't care if she rich. There is no solid foundation. This is an evil individual. I will say that. She could be very, that manipulation is also considered evil. Now, if somebody is in this connection and they're willing and obligated, that connection could be a family connection, right? Because you tend to forgive your family usually way more than you would forgive a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend, right? Because you feel, most people, we all feel that our family is supposed to love us. But sometimes our family could be the most toxic ones and we'll forgive them and forgive them. Now, conversely, it could be a love relationship or a friendship that somebody's like, I've known this person for forever. And I just, what would I do without them in my life? And still try to work something out. But Spirit said the justice is not working out. The justice is the lesson. Somebody needs to have justice in their life. Divine timing is here. You know what I'm saying? It could be some type of retribution. This person could be going through something right now for the way that they're treating you. But if you, let's just say you praying for them or you keep doing for them, you keep blocking this person's karma. In the meantime, you full of anxiety. This is somebody don't know if they're coming or going because they haven't fully healed. And you can't really fully heal from somebody traumatizing you, but you got to get through it. And you're not give somebody's not giving themselves the opportunity to get through it because they're getting anxious. They antsy. I'm gonna keep pulling and clarifying what they're anxious about because what I see is all roads lead to moving on. Yeah, two of knives. There it is. All roads. That's a decision. Now the two of knives, their eyes are hollowed out. Let me just show you. Their eyes are hollowed out. It's a little spooky of a deck, but typically in two of knives or two of swords energy, the person is blindfolded, like two justice, right? Um, it's a truce card. It's about waving a white flag. I don't really want to make a choice right now, but I just want some peace. But however, when the Two of Swords is in reverse, it's a choice that was hard to make that had to be made. Like there is no other option. And when you add two and four together, you get six. That's Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving on to peaceful waters. So somebody is really getting anxious about a hard decision that they have to make to move on to peaceful waters. They got to let go. They have to surrender. That is the answer on the answer key to the test for someone, to a connection that is a burden, that has been a burden because it's in past energy to Ten of Wands. This has been a burden for some time. So this is not a relationship of someone you just met because it's not been a long time. This is not, what, I don't know, is this person the one for me? I met them last year. No, this is somebody that you have a history with of creating burdens for you, creating problems for you, even possibly law problems. Maybe there's court involved. You know what I'm saying? There may be a case pending right now, or there could be multiple cases pending. I don't know, but it's given that the challenge is there has to be some sort of justice given in this situation. And it could be coming from multiple surfaces because this person here, my whenever I see the mother of baskets in reverse, she's my drunken mother. She's what's her name? I won't say her name wrong, but like Mommy Dearest. If you ever seen the movie Mommy Dearest, she drank, she smoked. She was an actress though, so it was all about what it looked like, okay? But behind the scenes, she was a complete and utter disaster to her children, her adopted children, that is. Okay, but that's my she just overindulges, and sometimes she's overindulged in her delusions. Okay, or not sometimes, that is what it is. She's overindulging in her delusions. Jesus, Lord Jesus, be the fence or take the wheel, however they say it. Tell me about this justice spirit. Tell me more, and thank you. Yeah, six of baskets. So the problem is this could be a child because all right, if you see the six of cups or six of baskets in this deck is about childhood, reconciliations, things from the past, things that go way, way, way in the past. And like I said, for this to be a 10 of Wands situation in the past energy, this had to be somebody you had a connection with for a very long time. With this to be in reverse, the problem in the challenge and the lesson on this justice card is somebody is very codependent and unwilling to change. So we got some stubborn energy because somebody's not ready to grow up. There's a Toys R Us kid here. Somebody likes, uh, I don't say loves or likes, but I want to say likes their codependency on the situation. Like I said, she could be very stable in some way. She could be rich. She may not be. I feel like there's some level of poverty here with the Ace of Coins, but she could have a stable environment to a degree, but it's not stable mentally and emotionally with this type of energy at all. I think, was it Faye Dunaway? If it wasn't Faye Dunaway and you want to comment in the comment section, go right ahead. I don't care. But this is an old time actress, right? Black and white films, then color. She she was always unhinged in the home. This is, if you ever heard No More Wire Hangers, that line came from that movie where she beat the girl with the wire hangers because some of her dry cleaning came there. And instead of changing out to the eloquent, I guess, hangers that the mother had, they were still on the wire hangers. And she did not like seeing that. So she just completely and utterly blacked out over it. That kind of energy. I did a reading about this. The House of Horrors. It's at the top, I think, of my page. It's a nightmare. This is what somebody lives. A nightmare with this kind of energy. What now?
I got my headphones on you tonight.
Yeah, good night. All right, so tell me more about the Daughter of Coin Spirit. Son of Sticks. Okay, so there is somebody who feels misguided. Also, they are gossiped about because the Son of Sticks, my guides tell me the Son of Sticks is either a gossiper or they're the ones that get gossiped about. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's looking at their situation, their connection, what's going on with them, what they're doing, what they're not doing, and everybody talking. This person sparks a lot of controversy. Also, though, Spirit says sometimes they think people are more worried about them than they are. Meaning In their mind, they're more important to other people than they really are. People don't mind talking about you, but you're not as significant in that kind of connection, right? In that situation, you're not as important, but important enough to just blab about, right? Because if they were important, more people would, man, I don't know, support, help, redirect, guide, or maybe they have, and the person don't listen. Because again, we got some stubborn energy with the daughter of coins, but this gives people things to talk about because they know who the mother of basket is. Like, I don't think her, I don't care how much she tries to hide who she is, I feel like people still know because it comes out in how the son of sticks is carrying on or acts. It comes out in their codependency. Peace and hot grease to you too, girl. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So, oop, uh-oh, that flipped out. Is it? Oh, wow. So we do have a house of horrors here. We got the Ten of Knives. This person, not only do they carry the burdens of this queen, queen of baskets or queen of cups, there's a lot of betrayal here. Okay. Every time you turn around, this person, male or female, I don't know what it for sure it is, but whoever it is, they are constantly betrayed. They carry burdens for people that just shit on them. And it baffles the mind from, I guess, the people that are sitting there talking about them, is how could you be betrayed over and over again by this energy? Again, part of the test. When do you learn your lesson? How many times, how many ways does this person have to betray you? Also, Spirit said there's going to be tests that are beyond your control, meaning a series of events that are happening as we speak is going to spiral some things out of control. She won't have control, and the person won't have control. And guess what? The consequences will be had. It'll be karma. It won't be the minor nuances that go on every day, right? It won't be I was late for work. I got a flat tire. It won't be um I don't know. Whatever ways they normally betray, it will be worse. It will be out of control. It will be something somebody can't do something about, but allow justice to be had. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, Butler Baskets. Tell me more about her, Spirit. Tell me more. Wow. So this person has to defend themselves. Oh. I got a quick download on that. Somebody's always defending this Queen of Baskets. So they keep defending somebody who ain't shit, who ain't right. It's to their own detriment, though. It's like she has groomed people to protect her at all costs. Even if she dead ass wrong, even if she caught red-handed, she has people that protect her at all costs. She can't do no wrong, even though she's all wrong. Oh, I know a lot of people like that. Damn. And then we got the Garden, which is the World card. So this person is nothing, has nothing but losses with the Ace of Coins and the World card. This is basically a wrap. Okay, no more cycles. Whatever the consequences are for whatever's going on, it's about to be so, it can't be put together. It's like a house of cards that falls because it wasn't really genuine to begin with. So when it falls apart, that's it. It's going to fall apart. Now, this person, though, whoever this reading is resonating with or for, they are reluctantly moving on to peaceful waters, right? Where that peaceful waters is, I can't speak on that because that is wherever, like I said, however it resonates for you. But they are moving on, okay? But they once defended. I believe they once defended this mother baskets, or there may be more than one person that defends her. Okay. It's kind of like a family dynamic where one person may be like, I've had it, I'm done. And then another person is like, she hasn't done anything to you. You know what I mean? Like, what? Why are you getting mad at her? It's your fault when it's not. That type of blame game vibe is what I'm getting, right? But this person is like, nah, I'm over it. The straw broke the camel's back. And yeah, the last kind of infraction didn't seem like much, but it toppled over. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I've been taking it, taking it, taking it, taking it, and I can't take it no more. They can't. They can't take it no more. The stress, the lies, the manipulation, you know what I'm saying? The playing in my face, stabbing me in the back kind of energy. Like after a while, someone is like, as much as I don't want to have to do this, but in order to have peace in my life, I got to go. I have to go. And I feel like the reason why the Six of Swords energy came in two cards like this and came in this form is that this was a long time coming. This person was at the crossroads with this decision, thinking of ways of how to stay, thinking of ways of how to make it work. And they can't come up with any ways. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about this overall energy, Spirit. Woo, Spirit said that all of that is the truth. Ace of Knives, Ace of Swords. That is the truth. Listen, when your person who or whoever this resonates for, they may cut loose from this Mother of Baskets, Queen of Cups in reverse. When they cut loose, they may not have anything with them. You know what I mean? Like they may cut loose with the shirt on their back kind of energy. Like wherever they go, they got to start all over. They may not want anything from her. One of my children, he works for a bank, right? And at his bank, he deals with clients that inherit a lot of money, and quite a few of them, a lot. He runs into a lot of them, actually, who are left hundreds and thousands of dollars, if not millions, and refuse it because of how evil that person was, the person that left them the money. They didn't want nothing to do with the person in life. They don't want nothing to do with them in death. That's how bad it is. Matter of fact, I got to follow up with him on one of those situations where people flew in because they needed to talk to them in person. Like, what are you going to do with this money? It's multi-million dollars. And none of them want the money because of how wicked this person was. When I say this person is going to cut loose from that person, they would rather leave with nothing to then carry anything that associated with her, with this feminine energy. Could be a man. It don't matter. Somebody don't want nothing hanging over their head. They don't care about no residuals. Nothing. Nothing. And when they walk away from her, they will nothing her. And no matter how anybody talks about them, this was a decision they never wanted to make. Two of Swords in reverse. They did not want to make it, but they had to. There was no other choice given. With the Ten of Swords here and the Ten of Wands here in the same position, she been backstabbing and tearing this person apart forever. For however long this connection was. Justice is here. There may be legal battles, court fights, police involved. All for what? All for what? Because this person has their vices, their mental condition. You know, meanwhile, somebody defending them, telling this person they wrong for walking away, They're wrong for choosing themselves, wrong for leaving. When they're not wrong, they're not. But part of the test is, can they do it? Will they do it? Do they have self worth? Because she will continue and continue and continue to keep teaching them the same lesson until they finally get it. If they don't get it, she will just torture this person the rest of their life or her life. However, whoever lives longer. I knew when I pulled this deck out it was gonna be heavy, but damn, this this sitting on my frontal lobe right now with a headache. Like I didn't have no headache when I started, so right now there's a pain in the front of my head, and I feel like she gives this person headaches, like they are deprived. Okay, this person's very deprived with her, in being in her energy. And for them to pass the test, they gotta walk away. The challenge in the lesson, I'm sorry, the likely outcome is that's what they do, what has transpired. Now again, there's a lot of people talking about them now. I don't know if they're gonna be helpful. I don't get that vibe that the people are talking care that much. They just like talking about it. So when this person goes, they may leave them all behind. Cause I don't see no white knight showing up. I feel like this person's saving themselves. When they ride off onto the sunset or whatever they ride off on, it's a solo. Where they go, only they know. Only they know. Take it how it resonate. If it don't resonate, you know what I'm saying? Don't take it. But somebody is passing this test. This is the test of a lifetime. Somebody is experiencing as we speak. And this is not the test that they wanted to experience. But guess what? That's how you learn. You learn how to persevere. You learn how to grow in the dark. Seeds are planted in the dark of the soil. They come up to reach the sunlight. They have something to strive for. You know what I'm saying? They come up because that sun, that light gives them nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Warms them, helps them, their cells regenerate. This person is trying to reach for the light. Because right now, they are shrouded in darkness, shrouded in misery. This person is a very unhappy individual, but they do come off with this four knives. This person does still try to come off like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything is not fine. Everything is not fine. It ain't never been fine. But they try to front. But this person with the two of swords, they can't front no more. That's why they at six swords. They can't. All the delusion that they try to take to accept this situation for what it is not working anymore. The veil is lifted. Okay, whatever lies, whatever spell she had on this person, is not holding this person back. The only person that could be holding them back in present time is them, because they have to deal with their shame, their regret, their guilt. They have to deal with their consequences of the choices of defending this person at any given time. They also, this is that type of energy that will help you burn all your bridges so that you have nothing. Because they don't want you to have anything but them. God forbid you have a connection with anybody that cares and loves you and wants to help you or treat you right. This person wants you to sabotage that because you're supposed to cleave to them. You're supposed to be codependent to them. So this person, whoever this is resonating with or for, they have to make a hard decision to cut the shame, the guilt, the pride, the ego, or they will suffer more and more and more. Like they're suffering locked in with this person's own misery. It's like being locked in the devil with hell and brimstone in the way it's described, right? I don't necessarily believe in hell and brimstone, but my point is, it would be the epitome of that. It's like what they call that purgatory. That stuck feeling that you can't like when they say ghosts are here and they're in purgatory, they can't leave. You know what I mean? They're trapped. They can't go to the light. They can't rest. They can't, you know what I mean? They can't be part of the living, but yet they're near. It's a trap feeling. This person will be trapped if they don't move on. And they know it. Spirit said it's time to go. It's time. But they've overstayed their welcome is what I'm getting. And that is what all these people talk about is how long is this person going to endure this? Because they've overstayed their welcome. You know, at this point, there's no respect level with this person. She toys with them because she can. She toys with them because they gave away their power. She toys with them because they allow it. This person doesn't yet know, or maybe that's what they're coming to know with the likely outcome is that they have to take back their power. They have to actually realize they have it, a dominion over themselves. That although she may have had or been an authority in their life at some point in time, like if this was a baby mother, she would have dominion over the children to a certain degree. If this is a masculine energy, right? Or if this is their mother, whatever the case may be, they need to learn how to govern themselves. And spirit, I'm a little concerned on this part right here with the four swords and the two of knives, because again, this person pretends that they are right, but four swords means six. They moving on to peaceful waters. They just gotta make the good choice. And let me clarify that. Is this person gonna make a good choice as far as where they need to go, what they need to do for their next steps? Because I feel like this ending is permanent, but you could, when you've been in situations where more than likely you've been abused by a person that is just off the chain, you can tend to choose other people that are like that, not realizing it. People feel like, or they'll say to make the statements, "I'll always attract bad people." It's not that you attract them, but other people like that are familiar. Something about them is like that person. It may not look anything like that, but they might have a hint of that selfishness and wear the mask that you only find out later is either like that person or 10 times worse. Take it how it resonates. Daughter of Knives. So daughter excuse me. The daughter of Knives is she is the Knight of Swords in reverse. This person needs to be very careful who they connect with, because this is reckless energy. This is reckless energy, but somebody who no longer wants to fight. So they have to be careful where they rest their head, because they could still be carrying that energy that they got from this connection, whatever this is. I feel like they want to surrender. I'm getting they do want to surrender, but there is still oh, okay. I just heard Spirit said there's a potential of a battle at the end, right? Like when this person moves on for wherever they're gonna go. I didn't realize you can't see the card. It still could mean that this mother of baskets, let me just say Queen of Cups in reverse. She may still come after this person. She may send her flying monkeys. There's still maybe a fight. And this person doesn't want to fight anymore. They don't want to argue anymore. They really want to surrender this connection. But, when you have others that are in your life with strong wills, very arrogant, boastful individuals that don't want to surrender the connection, there tends to be a fight that somebody has to be prepared for toward the end, because they're not going to be able to go easy. Or you could, you know what I mean? They could, right? And the way you go easy is not telling everybody what you're about to do, is hatching a plan, preparing yourself, not moving with anxiety or emotion, but moving strategically and mentally, right? Using your head, planning and preparing your steps. Most domestic violence survivors, they leave 5 or 6 times. No, I think it's 6 or 7 times on average. On average, which means it could be a lot more. And when I say leave 5 or 6 times, meaning they leave and go back, they leave and go back, they leave and go back. But I'm not getting a go back kind of energy. I'm getting a release with this, with the Ace of Swords and the Garden. I'm sorry, the World card and the Ace of Coins. They'll be willing to cover, sever ties and leave with nothing if it means they can leave with peace. However, however, she don't come without a fight. She So this put me in the mind of, I had a domestic violence situation over 25 years ago, right? And that when I was in it, and I wasn't in it long. I mean, long in terms of years and years and years, maybe a year and a half. But at one point in time, I realized that when it happens, because I knew after the first instance, maybe after the first 6 months, when I end this is gonna be a fight. Like I'm going to have a physical fight. Now, this was not a constant domestic violence situation. It was maybe 3 separate times, and the last time was the third time. This person would break other things around me to express their anger, I guess, and to with the attempt to intimidate me. It didn't work. It didn't work, but it intimidated me enough that I couldn't end it right away, because I felt there was a level of codependency I wasn't ready to release yet. But I knew that when I got that straw that breaks the camel's back, there was not going to be a going back at all. That I would have the resolve to be like, when I'm saying I'm done, I'm done, because I knew I didn't need them at all. I didn't need them at all. They didn't take care of me. I, I had a job. I could pay my rent. I could do everything I needed. The problem was, this person was violent, and I had to go. I had to go. Now, when the straw that broke the camel's back happened, we had a literal fight. Like, it wasn't as bad as the other 2 times. They actually let me hit them, mainly because they knew this was a wrap. They knew once I flipped rather, it was over. Like, I wasn't going to take it back. And I promised them that. I said, the moment I tell you I'm leaving, I'm not going to take it back. You do what you want. But when I say it, I'm done. We not negotiating. There's nothing else to say, nothing else to do but part ways. Period. So they knew at that moment when we flipped, that was it. That was it. And I feel like maybe I'm hoping that for this person, whoever this is, y'all, whoever this is resonating with, I hope that you don't have to have a physical altercation. But if you don't plan your steps right, that's exactly what it will be. It would definitely be a physical altercation. I was in another state, and had I been in my state now, I could have had a permanent what do you call it, restraining order. But in that particular state, the restraining order was temporary. So I really had to go. And then, restraining orders really don't protect you from anybody. If they want to come towards you, they'll come towards you. So I had to really make the choice, take my behind back home, you know? And that's exactly what I did. This person needs to go home, wherever home is, wherever they feel like home. If there's any place they feel like home, that's where they need to be. Because this is not a home. This is misery. This is a horror story. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is a home full of secrets that leak outside the home, where people have a clue what's going on. That's why they talking. The son of sticks, that's why they running their mouth all the time and saying little things and that, but they're not really helpful to any situation. It's just people talking, watching, paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there thinking, every now and then, why they over there? Blah blah blah. Just shooting a breeze, but no help to any situation. I feel like this Queen of Cups in reverse, she kind of makes herself look like a fool, a literal fool. But she has a delusional mind that she's not the fool when everything points to her foolishness. Tell me about the people talking and this person persevering. Three of Sticks. Yeah, this person is really anxious. And it's third party situations involved. So, she could have multiple men or, she got multiple men. I don't know how many, but it's third party situations. It's different men, masculine energies that I can't even talk, clamor for her attention. She's very cunning. She is sly. She is a seductress. Um, yeah. She kind of knows how to play. She kind of mastered messing with people's heads on an emotional level, like pulling at their heartstrings, tantalizing them, and then leaving them cold. Like she knows the art of playing with people. You know what I'm saying? She got that down to a science. Except there are people who are immune to it, and then with this person, they are coming out of whatever that was with her. Whatever spell she put on them. You know, talking shit or slicking and lying or whatever. Somebody is coming out of that phase with her. But she is the type of person that she looked for a mark. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to find the gullible, the stupid ones, the ones that will do whatever she tell them to do. She could be into dominatrix or something like that where, what I'm saying, she has to have control of all her situations. And she can only do that with people who are willing to give her control. Somebody's tired of that dynamic with her. Somebody has been burned too many times with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Somebody has been taken through it with her. Justice is here. That's the challenge. Justice now. This person now has to enact justice on their own behalf, or spirit is doing that on their own behalf. For this person, rather. They can't defend her no more, and it don't matter who defends her. Don't matter what flying monkey she got anymore. They don't care. You know? Tell me more, spirit. Son of Knives. Page of Swords. So, this person watches her. They kind of know her every move. More than she thinks they know. Like, this person observes her. They watch her. They watch her social media. They watch her, if they're in the home with her, they watch how she moves in and out the home. They listen to the things she says. This person will even spy on her phone calls and just listen to how she talk to people, how she lie to people, how she be playing with people's heads. They know. They know her MO. But the veil is being lifted. So now this person's kind of like, what was I thinking? What I also get from this person was with this person so long. Now, either they were vying for her love, attention, and affection, or they were all of these players could have been low vibrational with her. Only the problem is they all got burnt by her too. And that's what happens when you dealing with somebody who is a cunning liar and you lie with them. Eventually they gonna lie to you too. Throw you under the bus to save themselves or for their own amusement. It all depends on what tickles their fancy at the time. She don't have no scruples. So if playing with you gets her off, that's what she'll do. And this person would be wondering like, what did I do to deserve it? Just be in her airspace, be in her proximity. Allow her to do it. Have no self worth. Be in pride and ego. Be easily led, easy to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? Easy to seduce. All she gotta say is, I got some money. Here you come. You know what I'm saying? Here they come running. Or I bought you this. Oh, here they come. Or I'm gonna love you today. Oh, here they come. Even though she don't mean nothing she say, and she probably would do it over and over again. That's all she gotta do. Or she play the victim so that they can feel like the hero and defend her because she's the weakling and there's always somebody hurting her and she needs somebody to defend her. All the things, all the things she needs to do for masculine energy to want to put up with her nonsense. It's sad. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, she stopped this person in the past energy now. Because this is what I was pulling for, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. She stopped this person from starting their journey. This is the Fool card in reverse. They don't feel like a free man. They feel like a trapped man. So she has officially trapped this person. And I feel like it's not a physical thing, but it is a physical thing because they're in her proximity, but it's more mental. She's learned how to trap this person mentally that they won't even try to leave. They won't try to leave. She can neglect, she can abuse, she can harm, she can manipulate, she can do all the things, and they won't even leave. That's what she had them in the past. That was what it was like in the past until this person woke up. They don't want this no more. Now, what woke them up? Everybody's story different, right? You got to take it how it resonates. But they don't want that no more. Tell me more, spirit. Oh, damn. So we got the Nine of Baskets in reverse. That's the Nine of Cups in reverse. She is discord, sorrow, um, trouble for the family, um, the opposite of a wish fulfillment. She is a nightmare. That is what she represents. A nightmare. She is a whore. She is all the things. All of the things. Damn. What's the did I get all three, 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 three? Hold on. Yep. Bottom of the deck. Four sticks. Yep. In reverse. So whoever lives in this home with that person is miserable. With the Ace of Swords, Spirit said that's the truth. There is no celebration there. Everything is fake, phony. There's no stability there. I don't know if it's a financial thing, excuse me, or it's just a happiness thing or a combination. But there's not what you would expect in a happy home. This person, they'll go out and put Christmas lights up and Halloween decorations up and make their house look festive. Meanwhile, they're a freaking nightmare to live with. You know, whatever it looked like, all the optics is what they do. They're always worried about how it look. What do people think of me? How do I appear? Do you make me look good? You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Her whole MO is make me look good and I'll give you something. But she lying. She ain't gonna give nothing. All she wants to do is keep a string of people hooked to her. Oops. Yeah, a nightmare. I think I might need to I might need to rename this one because this test is a nightmare. Like somebody gonna pass the test, are they gonna wake up from the nightmare? I've had nightmares where I close my eyes and I have a nightmare, and then I think I wake up and maybe I do, but when I close my eyes back, I'm right back in the nightmare, and I have to do everything I can to get up out of that and recognize I am dreaming. This is not real. This is not right. I have to come to that understanding and conclusion to stop the madness from repeating. I don't thank God I don't have too many of those, but when it happened, it's like, whew, what the hell was that? You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody gotta wake the hell up. And they need to heal. It's time to go. It's time. But you know, everybody's time and timeline is different, right? Some people are not going to, they will just suffer through the nonsense. Whatever their obligations or their pride and the ego, they'll just suffer through the nonsense and just succumb to it. They're not a free man with the fool card, so they will never go on their journey. They will just stick by her side. Some people, not everybody. I would say this: the test for if you are not the participant in this, but you are the actual observer, meaning this is your person. You know this is what they're going through, and you want to see them out of that. Give them all you got, you know what I'm saying? And then take your hands off of it and let them sort it out. Let them come to their conclusion. This is not something you can extract anybody from because they're going to have to learn the hard way. And anybody else's energy could interfere in their growth and learning process from them actually getting the lesson. Because especially if you're an earth angel, you can buffer somebody's lessons to the point where they don't get it because you are covering them or you are praying for them or you are supporting them. So you become like a bit codependent with them or they become codependent on you so they don't get the lesson. This is the type of energy that you have to remove yourself from and just wish them well. When they learn their lesson, then you could decide later if you want to re-engage. But 9 times out of 10, you may not ever want to. You may not ever want to because the way this person in this particular connection, yeah, that intercession, you gotta let that go. The way this person betrayed this person, I feel like if you heard about it, you would be like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you pictured yourself in this situation, you would be like, nah, couldn't be me. You would be automatically judging, like, you bugging out, ain't no way. And this person has endured this mother of baskets, okay? They have endured her, okay? And it gives that Tina vibe I had yesterday when I saw her video. I'm telling you, if I had to watch that, if I was able to see any more of that, I probably would have bust out into tears because she was so hurt by her mother never loving her. She said, no matter what I did, she never loved me. She said, I did things for her, took care of her as if she loved me. That was like the defining point of that short that I saw. I was like, well, I never knew Tina went through that. I didn't follow her history, y'all, so I didn't know. But this is what this gives. Like somebody's like, it hurt. I've been obligated for so long, but it's not getting me anywhere. This person ain't no different. They are a nightmare to be around. They sabotage everything. They got too many masculine energies coming in and out of their life. They doing too much. You saw it too? Girl, that was wow. That's even when I think about it, my heart get heavy because like, wow. I'm not built that way though. I'm not. I'm not. But you know why? I had intercession. I had a grandmother. I had a grandfather. So when my mom wanted to party and do the things she did, I learned at a very very young age. I'm good. Grandma got me. Grandpa got me. And she helped me get over it because I used to try to manipulate my mom at a very young age when I was like 5, 6. I don't know how young, but I remember about 6 years old, between 6 and I don't know, I think I was about 6. She wanted to go out. She liked to party. She was also very young. And I used to find a way, somehow I make myself throw up so I could pretend to be sick. Now, I don't know if this was not me knowing how to manipulate, but knowing how to manipulate at that age, right? So I threw up until one day she made me clean it up. After that, I don't care where she I don't care where she went. No, I didn't have a mommy dearest. I will say that. But I had intercession. I had grandparents that if she wasn't going to be there, I had people that was loving on me, taking good care of me. So after a while, I didn't care where she went. I know I had a safe place to stay, love in that home, food, everything. All my needs were met. So go do you. It didn't make me love her less or love her more. I was just good, but I come from that. So I wasn't, how do you put it? Um, Not everybody has that outlook. I had to learn. Not everybody has that outlook. Okay. And some people's outlook is the hurt that they receive from a mother of baskets like this is so hard that they may never ever um get over it. They just may never recover from it. They may move on, but they may never recover. It may be something they just, you carry for the rest of your life. I was fortunate enough to not just have my mom or my dad. I had step parents, I had grandparents, I had a village that loved on me. Not everybody has that feeling that the village matters that much. Some people feel like only that mother's love and attention is it because they never received it. And they're always trying to fill it. And I feel like this person is moving on reluctantly, and they may carry that energy with them wherever they go. Tell me more. Oh, wait a minute. I thought my cards. All right, so my whole deck was upside down, but unfinished symphony. This is something from the past energy that just never was going to end. It won't end unless this person passes the test and ends it. It will not end. It will continue to get worse. Like I said earlier in this reading, it will continue to get worse should this person not make a choice. Should this person reside in fear, lack the courage, lack the self-worth. If they don't gain that, then they will probably be miserable for the rest of their life. They won't know happiness. They won't know peace. Tell me more, spirit. All they will know is that war within. No matter how long she live, all they gonna know is that war within. If they don't start the healing process, tell me more. Yeah, higher power has intervened. Spirit has entered the chat and said, the devil is a lie. We will stabilize our child. Higher people saying either the ancestors and spirit guides have started to intervene in this connection to bring back that stabilization for this person so that they can figure out what their foundation is going to be. Tell me more. Yeah, so woo, woo, child. This person has had to breathe through this. Like, there's times when this person has tried to bring emotional regulation to that queen while she is flipping out. They are the peace. They are the peace for her, meaning they are the ones that, are present when she's spazzing out. This person could be bipolar, narcissistic. They could be neurodivergent. I don't know, emotionally avoidant. There could be a lot of those clinical terms when they need somebody to emotionally regulate them. Tell me more, spirit. It's a no for you, Blaze Blaze. No, that's right. I know that's right. Co-create. What is that related to? Hold on. Oh, okay. Yes, so that's the challenge in the lesson position. So with the co-create, this person, they have been trying to cohabitate. Also, they are codependent on this person, and spirit is saying, no, you can go co-create elsewhere. This is not a interdependent situation. I don't care how separate and apart they live their lives, even though they're still connected, they're very codependent because again, emotional regulation is there. They're always the one have to be calm, have to be cool, have to be collected, have to try to redirect the energy from the chaos and the conflict. That's crazy. Tell me more. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. Tell me more, spirit. And I'm getting a headache again. Okay, yeah, time's up. My bad. So y'all can see. TikTok. It's a wrap. Time's a wrap. Milk and honey. Yep. Somebody gotta go move on. It's time to let go. TikTok, that's a wrap. That's the end of the test. You know how when you take your SATs or you take any test for a job, it's all about the timing, how far you get through it. If you take a typing test, how quick you can get through it without the least amount of errors. You know what I'm saying? This is where you are. Like this is like taking a major exam. Are you going to pass? Are you going to fail? Spirit said time is up. Regardless of where you are on the test, did you finish complete or not? You're going to get graded accordingly. Okay? So your consequences will be based on your choices and your moves. So that is good luck. If you pass the test, Spirit will now grade it. And we will determine, the spirit talking, we will determine the final outcome. You will find out very shortly. Hope you made the right choice. Good luck. Because that test, how you pass that test, will determine where you go from here. What's your next step in life? Because if you didn't pass the test and you move on, you gonna carry you with you, right? That means you didn't learn your lessons. That means the next situation you go into gonna be like that or worse. You gonna be running back to this person thinking that it wasn't so bad over there, even though it was still horrific because you didn't learn your lesson. Did you get the help you need? Did you get the therapy, the support? Now, all therapists are made equal, y'all. But did you go do something to help ground yourself? Help acknowledge your shadow side, your hurt, your pain. Did you process? Did you learn how to transmute that? Are you going through a metamorphosis or are you just leaving because you hurt? Your feelings is hurt. Only to possibly return because somebody else gonna hurt your feelings because you're not able to discern anything because you ain't learned your lessons. Time is up. Time is up, y'all. I don't know. Y'all telling me y'all resonate. Some of y'all resonate, right? You gotta take it how it resonate. You don't force this to fit. I don't wish this on nobody. It's not okay. This energy this is not something you want to be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And as we close out this year, every the last 2 years I told y'all about countdown calendars, right? Sometimes you gotta count it down to where you realize, okay, I can now ease out of this. I'm healing out of this. I'm setting myself up to get the help I need. I'm releasing my pride and my ego. You know what I mean? I'm forgiving myself for allowing myself to linger in a situation that's long been dead. Because ultimately, if there's no other forgiveness needed, your forgiveness to you is what is required. You have to forgive yourself for enduring this, repeating it, or whatever you're doing with it. You got to forgive yourself first. You know? I didn't like my baby's teacher. Hell no. I didn't like my baby teacher. Sure didn't. That heifer scarred my baby. Actually, two of them teachers I ain't like. For both of them. Both of their kindergarten teachers was, man, listen. Kindergarten ain't what it used to be, y'all. And some of these people ain't qualified to teach. I don't care what their credentials say. But yeah, so, take it how it resonate, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all. Ooh, we late. Ooh, girl, I ain't even. Girl, boy, audience, beloveds, right? I didn't mean to go this long. I hope that if the reading resonates for you, that the words that's I've channeled for you are helpful to you. Because what I've learned and what I always keep in mind is that if what you get from some conversations with somebody does not benefit you, that you don't learn from it, you don't grow from it in some kind of way, it's a complete waste of your time. So don't let me waste your time, maybe because you like the sound of my voice. I hope that you actually value what comes out and it is helpful to you, right? Even if it's for somebody else, I hope it's helpful to you. All right. So anyway, I want to bid you adieu. I want to thank you for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Um, Comment. Oh, thank you, Ty. Comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And let's get some healthy connections, y'all. Let's leave connections that don't serve us anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's go find our happiness. Okay? Let's be way more happier. I can't even think of another word. Just be happier. Let's have peace in our life going into 2025. We got enough stress. Let's not create none. Let's set aside our traumas and go heal. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace. Okay.